Fluffy Kitties did another $5 super chat and says, if chat is supposed to hit goals, there's no goals for chat. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Shouldn't we see the tips? You can make it anonymous. Otherwise, you can be hiding tips from the total right. Hold on. So, I'm going to try to figure this out, decipher it. I think what you're saying is, when people contribute via the chat, meaning super chats or memberships or subs over on Kick, we can see it. It's physically in the chat. So because of that, you know those contributions are real. Okay? When someone tips, it's via PayPal. And because it's via PayPal, you don't see it coming in, and therefore, there's really no confirmation that the contribution is real. Meaning I could literally be lying about every single tip that has ever come in on my stream. That's correct. And is there a point? Why do you actually need to know the exact dollar amount that I'm making on every stream? Does it actually matter? To me, it does, because I'm the one who's making it. I'm the one who makes a livelihood on this. Does it matter to you? No. And if it does, it shouldn't, because it's none of your business. Quite frankly, all right? It's just not. It's none of your business, all right? Now, if we actually want to talk brass tacks about it, meaning let's talk turkey beef for real about it, I can't automate tips. Why? Because several years ago, actually at this point, holy crap, at this point, it was almost 5 years ago, okay? Or 4 years ago. My detractors went on an internet campaign where they went literally from service to service to service to service that I was using for anything. We're talking every partnership, every tie-in, every pop-up, the merch company I was working with, all of it. They created a package of targeted hate towards me, which featured out-of-context clips, things from literally a decade before, some of the worst moments of my history. And they acted like that was me today. And they sent it to all of these services and said, hey, Phil's a scumbag. He's a bigot. He's a sexist. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. And here's all the evidence. Look, he has a website called thekingofhate.com. What a hateful person he is. Here's a clip of him in 2010 making a bad joke. And they sent it to all of the companies. And the problem was at that time, about 4 or 5 years ago, all the companies were becoming woke. Every single one decided we want to go liberal. So we got to make sure that if we're going to be front-facing, we support everything, all this liberal progressive policies, we can't have anyone who's problematic or who could be accused of being problematic as part of these companies. So they literally canceled me from pretty much all of these kind of services. No exaggeration. I want you to think about this. In 2017, Teespring, which is now called Spring, came to me, knowing who I was, well knew my history and all of that, and said, we like you as a creator. We want to make merch for you. So they designed my first merchandise for me. I didn't even do it. They made it and started selling it and profiting from it. Years later, they go woke and say, we've decided now you're too risque for our content, and they close my store. You opened the store. I didn't even do it. You opened the store, and then you closed it 4 years later. Nothing's changed. In fact, I've become a better person, a much calmer person. I'm not the old school drama guy anymore. We all know this, right? People give me shit for it now. So what gives, right? So basically, all of this stuff okay, happened, and the services that I would have used to automate things like getting a tip and have a tip message pop up or whatever, I've been banned from. None of these payment processing services will work with me because in 2020 or 2021 or whatever it was, these idiots sent them these hate packages. They said, oh, we can't deal with him. We're too woke now. So they closed everything. Okay. So I can't. As you can see, I've automated what I can automate. I cannot automate tips. Okay. And some people said, did you ever try appealing it? Oh, yes. When it happened, I contacted these companies and I said, what are you talking about? Why would you close it? Why would you ban me? And they all said, oh, well, there's a violation of our policies. What policies? What violation? And they all said either we don't have to respond or they ghosted me. Literally, those are the two responses. Either no answer or we don't have to respond legally. Too bad. Goodbye. And that was it. So there's nothing I could do about it. All right. I can't fix that. There's nothing I can do. These companies won't do it. Right. So it is what it is. That's why as people send me, tip contributions, it goes through the PayPal account and it goes direct to my email and stuff like that. And I shout it out manually. There's no way to automate that stuff. Okay. Okay. All right. Continuing on. So Fluffy Kitties did another $5 super chat. Our goal to hit goals to get rewards, like marathon and food. Transparency is all I'm asking, man. I specified anonymous. I like clear goals. So if you have an issue with this, the fact that I didn't even make this decision, but I've been forced into it by my trolls, okay? If you have an issue with that, you can contribute in another way. You don't have to tip. You can do a super chat. You can become a member. You can gift memberships. You can gift subs. You can be a sub. That's why I have like a million ways that you could support the streams. But there's no way that I could ever be transparent about tips because I would have to be doxing people, which I'm not going to do, right? What do you want me to do? Show you every email on screen that I get from PayPal saying, hey, someone sent you money. I'm not going to do that. I don't even know what you're getting at here at this point. Okay. Okay. All right. So now let's get to the subject at hand. All right. The subject at hand is the next reward for when we hit 70 goals. All right. And the goal for today. So the next reward when we hit 70 goals will be the return of a classic DSP Tries It. We haven't done one now since the pizza party, which is, at this point, a week and a half ago. This will be 2 weeks now, basically, when we probably hit it. But what will it be? All right. I need to know if you guys are aware of anything new going on in the realm of fast food. All right. Going on in the cuisine of speed. The cuisine of speed. So what do you guys know of? Anything good going on that I need to know about? One person has already sent me one idea, and I'll share it with you right now. Okay.